Live. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I think we're live.
Woohoo!
Hopefully.
We're
Hi.
live.
Hopefully I did it right and we're live. Hey everybody, this is Stephanie of Stephanie Stitches, and I have my good friend Yvette here today. Say hello.
I'm here.
Hi.
Hi.
So today we don't have a solo long or a project for you. We thought we'd just talk a little bit about the retreat that we just did and just kind of catch up with everybody. I feel like we haven't talked to anybody or seen anybody for a while.
Yeah, I mean, we were on my live on Wednesday, but we didn't really stay on that long because I didn't have a whole lot of time. And yeah, I think that we need to do a little catching up.
Yeah, that'd be fun. So let's see who's here. Oh, the guy who sews, Sean, is here. He said my design wall looks very empty. Yes, I just took down my spring quilt because I want to quilt it, and thought about putting something up there, but we're going to show you some of the projects that we did at the retreat. So I decided to hold off on that. But let's see who else is here. Sassy Buns is here. Hey there.
Hey, Miss Sassy Buns.
Nancy Gus is here. Colleen's here. Delia. Let's see. Who else is here? Jeannie's here. Shelly Clark. Pamela Mitchell. Catherine's here. Shannon Way is here. Hey, girl. Tamala's here. Jerry Horton's here. Lori Miller. Paula's here. Anne Marie's here. Hey, everybody. Christine's here. Shelly Stewart's here. Janet's here. Peggy Blanchard's here. Wow, the chat is going quickly. Pat Strawhouse is here. Gia's here. Hey, Gia girl. Tracy Albert's here. Janet Johnson. I'm not sure if I already said that. I can't remember. Brenda Foley's here. Going down. Nellie's here. Lori's here. Netta's here. Hey, Netta. Doralyn's here. Hey, Doralyn.
Hey, Doralyn.
I heard she had a bumpy ride home. Oh, that's no fun.
No.
Della's here. Celie's here. Donna Bogart's here. Kathy from Kathy's Quilted Crafts is here. Hey there. Jamie Tews is here. Doreen is here. Oh, I just lost where I was. Kay, the purple wall, is here. Joy is here. Hey, Joy.
Hey, Joy.
Pam Woolly Girl is here. Lori Fayer is here. Hey, Lori. Alice Dolan is here. Bettina is here. Mary Jane is here. Marla's here. Hey, Marla.
Hey, Marla.
Janet Nolson's here. I'm sure I missed a whole bunch of you. I'm sorry. The chat's like this big. So, but if I didn't,
you should be able to like change the chat to like old people size.
It needs to be like font for like people that can't see.
I know, right? I totally am on board with that.
Yes. So I was hoping that Susan would be here because Susan would be proud of me. She gave me a crochet hook and some yarn at the retreat, and I'm learning how to chain stitch. So I'm learning how to do crochet. So she encouraged me. So I'm starting to learn how to do this, and it's really kind of fun. So I'm just a little confused on how to make the turn, but that's okay. I'll figure it out. The nice thing with yarn is it's not like fabric. Once you cut it, it's like destroyed. If I mess up, I can just pull it out.
Yep.
Nope, we're not going to sew anything today. Today, we're just going to talk a little bit about our retreat that we just had, which was a total blast. And there is a bunch of ladies here in the chat who attended the retreat, and they were just lovely and amazing people. And I feel so blessed that I got to meet them. And I think Yvette probably feels the same way.
Probably.
Yes, she does feel the same way. It was an amazing time. We had a ton of fun and didn't want it to end. So Yvette and I are going to show you a few of the projects that we did. A lot of people went home with 1, 2, or even 3 finished projects. So that was a really cool thing to see. I honestly didn't think that I thought everybody would finish at least one project, but I didn't know that some people would finish all three. So it was so cool. And
We're
we
saying
had the
finished
best,
as in the top.
the top. Yeah, obviously not
Yeah.
quilted, but yeah. But I just thought that was the coolest thing because I really didn't think that we'd finish that much. And it was a great group of women. We just pretty much sewed and drank wine and giggled all weekend.
Yep.
Yeah.
We did a Tim Tam slam. I had to practically force them, but
Yes.
they did it.
But we did it. We did it. It was very messy, but we did it. Or at least for me, because I'm not used to it. So Tamla said to turn chain one, turn and start in the second stitch from your hook. Yeah, I did that, Tamla, and it was looking kind of funky monkey. So I pulled it out and started over again, but I'll get it. It's all right.
Yeah.
Maybe because you live close, you could come over and show me how.
Yeah, I was telling her that, every time I start to crochet, I have to reteach myself. Because I'm a use it or lose it girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sean said he loves Tim Tam slams.
I bet you do.
I bet he does. I know we posted a picture of some of the Tim Tams on Facebook, and he was like, "Oh, send me the extras." So, yep.
I think they might be in my car somewhere. Oh no, I gave them to your kids. That's right.
You did. Yeah, you gave them to my kids. Yeah, and they've eaten all the chocolate ones. They haven't eaten the vanilla yet, which is great because I'm going to try that with some tea because I think the vanilla would be really good with tea. I love tea.
Yeah.
So Mary Lou Lyon is here from Connecticut. Hello. Sydney Good is here. I know I'm missing people. Shady Susan is here. Stampin' Sue is here. Hey, Stampin' Sue.
Hey, Sue.
Etta said, practice, Stephanie, and you'll get it. Yes, I'm super excited to learn how to okay, so back up. My grandmother taught me how to crochet when I was really, really little, but I never kept on it. And she's gone. So I haven't had anybody teach me. And I just, in the last few months, have had the kind of little nudge to learn how to do it again. So.
Yeah. And it's a lot of fun. It's funny because I feel that way about cross stitch too, except cross stitch I don't have to relearn. I know how to cross stitch. But it's like because of like the retreat, and then I stayed, and spent time with Steph so that we could plan something.
Yeah.
I'm sure they all already know, but I'm not gonna burst the bubble just in case.
No,
but so that means it's been literally 2 weeks, because between the prepping and all that, it's been 2 weeks since I've done cross stitch. So I had the top part that we were given almost done. I wasn't quite done. And now they've given us the second part, and I'm pretty sure on Monday we're getting the third part. And I'm like,
oh wow.
I know they do it every 2 weeks, I think.
Oh,
so I'm like, holy poop. I'm way behind and I'm not going to be able to catch up. I mean, it takes a lot of time. I love doing it, but I got so behind on everything,
Yeah.
So yeah. It's fun to have different stuff to do though.
So we did 3 projects at the retreat. People are asking about the retreat. We Yvette did a original paper piecing pattern, and she showed us all how to do that. There was quite a few beginners, so that was great because I think by the end everybody got it, right?
I think so. I didn't have anybody tell me they still didn't get it, so yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that was good. And we did a quilt that I designed, and we also did a jelly roll race. So do you have your jelly roll race top there?
Yeah, I do.
Perfect.
I actually finished one thing.
Yay. So why don't we start with those? We'll show them the jelly roll race tops that we did. So Yvette did hers she picked the Beautiful Day fabric line jelly roll. So it's gorgeous, of course.
Are you seeing the whole thing? Not the bottom, I know, but.
Oh, that's okay.
Big part of it anyway.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
So I don't die.
We had 23 people in attendance at the event. So I made sure that every single jelly roll was different. That way we wouldn't have 23 of the same exact quilts.
Yep.
So Yvette picked the beautiful day jelly roll and it's gorgeous. I love it.
Yep. That's mine.
Oops. I made myself not be able to see the screen. Okay, and I'll grab mine. I let everybody choose before I grabbed mine. So mine was the last one left. And there were so many choices that I liked all of them. So I wouldn't have been upset with any of them. So the last one left was this batik.
And
So
it's
mine is a
so
batik.
gorgeous.
I really like the way it came out. And this quilt, I need to put some borders on it to make it a little bit bigger. But this is going to be a donation for Snuggled in Hope, the charity in Ohio. That's for the camp for kids with special needs. But I just love it. I think it came out so good.
And I'm totally going to do one where I don't miter them together. I'm just going to go straight because I love how yours came out. I love that. I think it looks really good.
It looks awesome.
Yeah.
But yours looks good too. I like yours too. So
yeah, I mean, but it's just I always like gravitate toward doing the bias. And then when yours came together and you showed it to all of us, I was like, oh my gosh, like it really looks good. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
I didn't think I was gonna like it as much, but I really do. Look, you're like teaching me a whole bunch of stuff, because wait till y'all see her other, like she has she has her pattern, because Jelly Roll Race is just Jelly Roll Race, but she has a pattern where, I was like, oh yes, I want this colorway, right? And then when she pulled out the other colorway quilt, about fell over, because I want that one now, because it's not typically like a colorway I like at all, but I love it.
So what she's talking about is the quilt I designed, and I named it Spring Awakening. So typically this is like colors that I go for and Yvette goes for.
Yep.
So this is colorway 1.
And that one is Quilt Fair by Tasha Noel.
Fabric. And then I picked the yellow for the backing, the yellow floral.
So pretty.
And it is all quilted and bound. So that's what she's talking about. This is what she picked. And what I would have picked normally too. But then I made the second colorway. Okay. The second colorway is not something I would typically pick. And when I did it, put it together, I was like, oh, that's good.
Yep.
So this is the second one.
Yep. I don't normally go for the bee and the, yellow, black, and white. It's just, it's not really my thing. That's all. I don't have anything against it. But then once she pulled it out, y'all, I was like, oh my goodness. It is so nice.
And the words on it,
gorgeous.
Oh, and I picked this backing because it says, kind words are just like honey. And I was like, oh, this is me.
Yep.
So this one's all quilted as well. I quilted some wildflowers on it. And I bound it at the retreat because I didn't have a chance to finish it before. So that's the quilts that we did at the retreat. And that was a ton of fun. And then we had one more project that we did at the retreat. We did Yvette's paper piecing project. So she's going to show you that because I didn't quite finish mine.
So this is the one, I'm making sure y'all can see it. Wow, we got a lot of light.
Yeah, lots of light.
So hold on, let me go and let me see if I can reach my Hollywood light here and turn it down.
There, that's better.
So this is it. This is the design. And it's so cute. And I think we did have a few people that finished. there was the one for, this is actually the intermediate pattern because it's got a lot of paper piecing in the
A
sun.
lot of pieces. Tell them how many pieces that sun was.
I want to say it was like 48 pieces.
Yeah, it was 48 pieces.
It was 48 pieces in that little sun.
Yep.
And so this is intermediate, and the beginner one, or the confident beginner, was just the sailboat, and it took up the whole thing.
Yeah.
And so I just did one, but the pattern had 3 and then had 2 borders and the binding.
Yeah.
So you can make a nice wall hanging, or you can use it as a table runner if you'd like. Really, sky's the limit with whatever, or you could just do one like this and make it into like, a pot holder. I don't know why you would, but you could. And I'm probably just going to hang this one. We have, my house is pretty much all beachy theme. We have one room where we have a whole lot of stuff and not a whole lot of things hanging on the wall yet. So I think this is going to go and hang in there.
Nice.
So that was my project. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. I had a great time.
It was so much fun, and I loved her project. It was gorgeous. And Shannon's in the chat, and she said she's going to tackle the intermediate tomorrow. Woohoo!
Oh, cool.
She started with the confident beginner, and she finished hers. She was one of the
finished
that
all
actually
3 and the orders and everything.
Yep. And so she bought an intermediate one, and I love it. And one of the gals there finished a couple of suns, and so everybody was telling her where they were going to hire her to do the suns. But it was a gorgeous project, and I just want to thank you again for doing that for me for the retreat, because you hit it out of the park.
You're so welcome. I love teaching. I
know. I love your project though. It's gorgeous, because me, my whole house is gray and blue, so it's perfect.
Perfect.
Yep. So I can't wait to finish that. Let's see what people are saying. Marla said she hasn't finished hers yet, but she's not going to give up. Yay.
Excellent.
That's good. Oh, thanks, Colleen. She said, share and ring the bell for notifications.
Yes, please do.
So I did change. You guys know that, or a lot of you are here know that, we've had some kind of negative comments on YouTube lately. I've talked about that. I'm not going to go into all that again. But I did change, if I'm live, that only subscribers can comment. So if you're watching and you can't subscribe, that's why. So if you want to subscribe, go ahead and hit subscribe, ring the bell. You'll know when I'm going live or when I post videos. Same thing if you go over to Yvette's channel. It's just a way to keep out some of the spam and some of the people that are just coming to be mean, because I figure if they're subscribing, they're probably not going to be mean. So I just wanted to let you guys know that, because if there's somebody out there trying to leave a comment and you wanted to, and you want to be here, go ahead and go ahead and subscribe. So Shelly wants to know if she can purchase the pattern, Yvette.
Not right now. And I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with the patterns going forward, because at this, from looking at the chat, you guys all know Stephanie and I are venturing out and starting our own company where we have retreats, quilting retreats around the country. So because of that, it may be, and this is something that she and I still need to talk about, and decisions that we need to make about it. And if it does go up for sale, you guys will be the first to know, or anybody who follows me will be the first to know. But there could be, where we're kind of keeping certain patterns in our repertoire for teaching purposes at our retreats. And so if I do, you guys will be the first to know. Right now, the answer is no, just for now, until we have, final decisions about that. So yeah, especially in the beginning, because we're going to be madly designing so that we'll have something for you guys, which is another reason why in the beginning we may have more retreats that'll just be like whips, UFOs kind of thing. But don't worry, it's still going to be loads of fun. We have lots and lots of plans, so that's going to be fun. I think a lot of the decisions that we make about whether it's a whip or UFO retreat, or if it's a project-led retreat, is going to depend on the costs of everything else, so that we're not telling you that you have to pay, this crazy amount of money to come. A way for us to keep the cost down is if we do works in progress or UFOs. Now, while we're there, we're absolutely available to help you guys with maybe tips and tricks we have, or, just simple little things. And there's plenty that we can share with you guys. So that's what we're going to be doing. And that's what's going to influence, whether or not we have projects or not.
Right. So that's a good segue into, there's a lot of people asking about our retreats that are coming up. So we do have our next retreat is in August. It's August 18th through the 21st in Washington. It's in, remind me the name of the city.
Camano Island.
Yes,
Camano
thank you.
Island. We might
right
be,
on
might be saying it wrong.
Right on the Sound. So like the back of the retreat center is on like 6 acres of land, and out the back you can see the water. It's just gorgeous. So that one for us is a UFO/whip retreat. And for the multiple reasons. Number one, we just did a project retreat, so we just need a little bit more time to come up with new projects. And number two, because Yvette and I do have to fly across country, so we'd either have to ship everything, all the fabrics and things, or figure out some way to get it there. So so that one's going to be a UFO. It's not full yet, but we just only have a couple spots left. So if you're interested, we'd love to have you. They do have 3 machines for rental if you're somebody who's driving in or flying in from a long distance and you don't want to bring your machine. That's over at, there's a link for both of these in the description box, I should say that. And then a few people asked about the Walnut Port PA retreat as well. Really excited about that one too. I love the Pennsylvania countryside. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And that one's a little bit closer for Yvette because she did a lot of driving this time. And I really, really appreciate that.
A lot of driving.
So that one's only a couple hours away from her. It's a little further of a drive for me, but it's not that bad of a drive. And so because we both can drive, that one's going to be a project-based retreat. So that one's a little pricier than the one in Washington, but that's because we are including everything you need to make the projects that we're going to be doing. And for anybody that went to the retreat in Millersburg, they can tell you we gave them everything. So that's what the one in Pennsylvania is going to be. They're going to get 3 projects, again, different from what we did in Millersburg, because I know we have at least one lady, yay, signed up that came to Millersburg that's coming in PA. So that's going to be fun and exciting. I can't wait for that one. And if you guys have any more questions about them, there's a lot of things on our website. We created a website together. We sew quiltretreats.com. And you can click on the links below the description box to get you there and find out more information. And if you still have more questions, feel free to reach out via email. I'm happy to answer your questions. But yeah, we're really, really excited. And hopefully after these 2, we're going to have some more in the future. We're looking at all kind of places all over the country.
Yes. In fact, we're pretty close to booking another couple of spots. So yes. Be sure you go over to the website and check it out. Also, be sure that you're signed up for our newsletters, because that's how we're going to post up and let everyone know, hey, go and check it out. We have more locations open. So that would be the quickest, easiest way for you to find out all the information.
Yep. So, Kathy's Quilts and Crafts said she's only like 20 miles from there. That's
Oh,
awesome.
cool.
We'd love to meet you. Hi, Ange Sos. I didn't see you earlier. Denise is here. Denise Sunquist. She was at the retreat. Good to see you. It was so nice to meet you. Denise, thank you so much. She gave my kids this huge bag of candies and gummies and animal crackers, and they were like blown away. They're like, wait, what? We get presents from the retreat? They were so cute. So thank you,
cute.
Denise. Come to Australia for a retreat. We'd love that, Janet. Believe me.
Oh, please, believe me. If I could get people who would want to pay for that, absolutely.
Yeah.
That would be quite a trip. I'd be so stoked to go.
Oh, but Mona said she could probably do an airport run for Seattle. So if anybody flies in, awesome. That's nice of you to offer, Mona. She's attending Washington, and she was going to be up there that weekend geocaching anyway. And she's like, hey, I can do both. So that's awesome. Let's see. Hey, Laura, how you doing? Hey, Sheila. I know I'm missing people. Misty Dame. Hi, Misty Dame. She said Las Vegas.
I know. I think somebody's over there just typing in Las Vegas and going, enter.
Yeah. So if you guys were interested in Yvette's paper piecing pattern, which is beautiful, and like she said, she's not releasing it right now to the public, but she's got tons of other gorgeous patterns. If you don't know already, which probably all of you do because we talk about it all the time, but if you don't, she's got a paper piecing membership called Piecing It Real, where she teaches you how from never paper pieced anything before to become like pretty much you can paper piece anything. And quite frankly, she's had it for almost 2 years now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Almost 2 years now. And I did not paper piece before that. I never wanted to paper piece before that, but I joined it because we were friends and I wanted to support her. And I went from having no interest to I absolutely love it. And I was able to do the advanced kit. So if you are interested at all and maybe you're hesitant, you're scared of it, believe me, you can learn from Yvette. She taught me the unteachable.
Oh, come on. You're not the unteachable.
No, but I really didn't have a whole lot of interest in it, to be honest with you. And after though, I saw you showed how easy it was and how perfect it comes out. Like for any of you that have like that perfection gene or OCD or anything like that, like paper piecing is the thing for you.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's what I love about it. I mean, everything just, you have a few little things in your head and then everything comes out perfectly. So, yeah, you just have to keep trying because some people, it comes to pretty easily. But more often than not, it takes a little more time before you feel totally comfortable with doing, some of those harder pieces, but there's absolutely no reason why anyone can't do it. You just need to, not give up on yourself because it's really not hard. It's just a mindset. And, once you got it, you got it.
Yeah.
And it's great. So yeah.
I agree. Denise wanted to know if we can give her a hint of where the other places are that we're looking at. Do you want to do that?
Me to say that?
No, I don't mind. So we're looking in Florida. We're looking in Texas. We are also looking in like New England, like Vermont-ish, and somewhere probably in the Midwest. There are certain spots though, like obviously Vermont and like the upper Midwest, we wouldn't go in the winter time.
Right.
Those will probably be the Texas and Florida ones and, maybe California, but we definitely want to go to some of those spots. There's certain places in the country that I would love to go. I've never been to. I was telling Yvette, I've been to a lot of the country, but I have not been to like what I call the outliers. Like I'm very excited about the Washington one because I've never been to the far Northwest and I've never been to the far Northeast. So I've never been to Maine, Vermont. I've been to upstate New York and Connecticut, but that's about as far in the Northeast I've been. So yeah, we're kind of looking all over.
Thank you, Denise. Denise said that she noticed that I came alive when I was teaching at the retreat.
Yes.
And honestly, I love teaching, especially foundation paper piecing, because so many people think they can't do it, you know? Yeah. And so it's really, I like seeing the look in people's eyes when they're like, oh, I get it, you know, or I got this one on right, you know, because like the hardest thing for whatever reason, because I know I had this same problem, is you sew the piece on backwards, or, you know, people are like cutting these little tiny pieces of fabric and trying to get, and I'm going, dude, I gave you a lot of fabric.
Yeah.
Use it.
Yeah.
But
okay, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
No, if somebody asked, so does that mean that the West Coast ones will never be project based? No, that's not true. I think in the future, if we figure out the cost, we could probably ship things and do projects on the West Coast, maybe not 3 projects, but hopefully we can do some projects with people in other locations. It's just right now, Yvette and I have to make new designs for the PA one, and that takes time. Plus we need to order fabrics. And we probably, at least, well, I can't speak for her, but for myself, I don't think I would have time to get all that ready for Washington, even if we could send it out there. So,
well, and part of the problem, or it's not even a problem, but part of the issue is that we, you know, we know that it's, you know, a lot of times we have to budget. And so if, you know, August, it seems like it's so far away, but it's going to be here before you know it. And so we're kind of trying to give people a little bit of time if they need to talk to us about having a payment plan. We are fine with that. It's just, you know, by the time it was August, we're thinking there's not going to be that much of a payment plan that we can do. I mean, so we wanted to kind of keep the cost of at least that first one down so that, you know, people could feel like they can afford to come. So, and also the longer or the further out it is, the easier it's going to be for us to be able to plan to have the projects, and also, be able to build up like a library of what we have. And, you know, we're going to have to pay a lot of close attention to is, you know, this person coming to more than one retreat. I'm not saying everybody has to come to more than one, but it could happen. And then we would have to make sure that we're not having all the same things. If that person is a repeat customer and wants to learn something different, because of course they would. So we're just kind of keeping all of that in mind as well. And so we need time to be able to design. I know for me, a paper piecing design, there's so much that goes into it. I mean, it's not just, you know, and that's not to say that, you know, it's easy for Steph. That's not it at all. It's just that with the paper piecing, not only do I have to design it, but I also have to make sure that the pattern works. And whenever I bring it out and I'm trying to put all the numbers, it's just time consuming. So that's gonna, you know, and all of that stuff is gonna, like, we're gonna have to overcome all that and get it done. So we want to make sure you guys have a great time.
And Shelley Clark brought up a good idea, and I've actually already been thinking about that if we go to locations where it's not feasible to ship or bring kits, that we could still come up with the patterns and send you all a supply list. I've already had that thought, and I think that would work really well for traditional piecing, but I actually haven't had a chance to talk about Yvette about that yet. I'm not sure how well that would work for paper piecing. So we'd have to see. That's another thing we have to see. And, you know, this is kind of fresh and new, like doing retreats at a place that we cannot drive to. So we'll figure all that out. And we definitely want to do projects though with people on the West Coast. So
absolutely,
we're gonna get there. We're gonna figure it out.
Y'all, we just decided to do this like on Sunday. So, so it hasn't even been a week yet, but I guarantee you that we are working really hard together to make this so super amaze balls that you're going to want to come to more than one. You're going to come to one and you're going to want to come to more because, you know, we've both been to a lot of retreats, and I know what happens on some retreats where I'm thinking, oh no, that can't happen. You know, another thing is we know what we had a great time doing, you know, and so you're going to get a whole lot of experience coming from us. And also, you know, things that maybe other retreats don't have. I don't know, because I haven't been to like every retreat on the earth, but you know, I could tell you that this past weekend, seriously, I don't think any of us wanted to leave and go home. We were having such a good time. And if I know that Stephanie and I can recreate that, because we both have just so much enthusiasm about it, and it's contagious. And once we have it rubbing off onto you, you're going to be rubbing it right back to us. And, you know, so it's going to be great. We're going to have such a good time doing this. And it's amazing.
Yeah.
And thank you for all your support. Really, we so appreciate you guys. And I can't wait to meet all of you so that I'll know who you are too. I mean, I'll know your name, but it was so amazing, like meeting all the ladies this weekend, who, you know, I only just saw their name on a computer screen, and now I know who they are. Like they come on and I'm like, oh, I know who that is. Like I know. So I am looking forward to that. And so keep watching this space. We are going to blow your socks off.
Peace is Love and Quilting. Hi there. That's a new name for me. Her name is Courtney. Awesome. Hi there. Courtney. So yeah, Shelly Moyer said she just came in and she's like, did I hear retreat in PA? Yes. Walnut Court, PA, Shelly. And that one's coming up September 15th through the 18th. So super excited about that.
Yes, and I definitely want to thank all you guys for coming and booking so quickly, because it hasn't even been a week and we're almost booked. So if you are interested, please go over and get, you know, a spot, because you know, there's only so many spots we can have at these retreats. Now we're going to have we're going to have a lot of them, but you know, if you're interested, oh my goodness. And we're so excited about this. We're so excited.
Yes, we are.
I can't stop saying it. I'm going to stop though. I'm going to like, oh poop, I'm out of coffee. I was like, I'll just bury my hair in my cup. Nope.
So, Marianne said, yeah, I signed up as soon as I saw the email. Woohoo! Yay! Awesome. I'm so excited. I think I love both locations so much. I just can't wait to go to both. So
I know we're finding like a bunch of really nice places to, you know, there are some areas that don't have a whole lot of retreat spaces, but we're going to make it work, and we're going to make sure that it's a great location, if nothing else. Like the ones that we're looking at in Florida. Florida did not have a whole bunch of like retreat centers that we sort of liked. Nothing wrong with that though. We're gonna make that sucker work, and so we're gonna find some place that's like right by the beach. So that, you know, wherever it is that we're learning, we're also going to be able to run out to the beach and have a great time. I've got a few places I'm looking at in California, and I'm excited about that because Stephanie, you lived in California?
No, I lived in Arizona for quite a while. I've been to California a lot though, so I'm excited to go back.
Yeah, I'm excited about California. I used to live there for a little while in Southern California anyway. But I would love to go up to like wine country, or like my favorite place in California is Yosemite. So if we could find any place like, I don't know. I mean, it's just all the wooded areas up there, really nice. I really like that.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
So there's nothing that we're ruling out. I just want to let all of y'all know that we can't be everywhere, all in one year, but eventually we're going to do it.
Right. Looking to see if there's
so Kathleen says, can you tell us how many will be able to attend each retreat? No, we can't tell you, but I can say that we will. I never say never. We probably will never have more than 20 people, especially if it's project led, because depending on who comes, everybody's at a different level, and it makes it a little more difficult if I've got, especially with paper piecing, if I have like a good, 2/3 or 3/4 of the people there who have never done it, I'm fine with it. It doesn't bother me to be running around and helping, but I want to make sure that each person gets enough time with me that we can work on it. So definitely if it's project led, no more than 20 people. And we've even been looking at places where we're all the way down to only 8 spots, because it really, guys, it depends on where we're finding things and if it's nice and if they provide everything we need. So I can't really tell you right now how many people at each retreat. It depends on how much space is available. So
it'll be different everywhere we go. And some places might not even be a retreat center. It might be like a hotel conference room, in a nice location. So some of the locations we're looking at, they just don't have those kind of things, because maybe there are areas where, they don't get a lot of quilting retreats, but they're places that we would like to go. And we've had feedback that other people would like to go. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
And our goal, if we're doing a retreat center, our goal is to rent the place out so that it's only our group.
It's only our group. Yeah.
We can't guarantee that we can do that all the time, but that's our goal. We're contacting places and finding out, when they have availability for us to rent the entire place out. So it's just us.
Yep.
Obviously we can't do that in a hotel.
No, but at least then, if they're not sharing space in a room and stuff. So
yeah.
So.
Are you crocheting? What are you doing?
I might be.
I'm like, she's not paying any attention to us.
I am paying attention. I just might be crocheting too. I'm trying to get this turn right, you guys, and it's.
Oh my goodness!
I think I'm starting to get it, but I don't know.
You're so funny. You're gonna have to go like on a Zoom with her so that she can show you how to do it.
I know.
Oh goodness.
Oh well, that's okay. Let's see. Naples, Florida, and West Palm have some nice places, but you might also look at Fellsmere or Lake Mary. Yeah. Bed and breakfast might be able to host. A lot of bed and breakfasts aren't set up for electrical. That's the main issue with those kind of places. But
they don't have the space for like a classroom.
Yeah. Or for 20 plugged in sewing machines and irons.
Right. And lights and irons and everything else. Right.
Yep. For sure. And only one wrench. It's a good time to misbehave.
I have a wrench. I think we have 2 wrenches because the guy who sews has a wrench. Mr.
Brenda,
Sean.
Tennessee is a place that I love to visit and would definitely love to go.
Yes.
So Shannon said, laugh out loud, you're a good multitasker. I have to be.
Oh my goodness.
Shipshewana, Indiana. That's one of the places I'm looking at. Linda said she's crocheting too. She's crocheting a dishcloth by Crafty Gemini.
Nita is crocheting as well.
Awesome. Del Marie said there's a retreat center called, it's so small I can't read it, but I can read the letters. That is very nice.
I don't know.
Yeah, right on the beach with bonfires at night. That sounds amazing.
Wow.
We might need to look at that one. Doesn't Martelli have a retreat center? I have no idea, Heather, honestly.
I'm going to get my lovely little notepad out.
Yeah. Great ideas from everybody though.
Yes, I mean we welcome all ideas, but we reserve the right to not have an
yeah,
because we ultimately we are gonna choose the places, and we are quite discerning. we're just gonna leave it at that, and that's thankfully we both like agree on that, right? So
yeah.
when we're looking for places and everything, we have so far not have a fight about, hey, we're gonna go here, we're gonna go there, and the other one of us going, heck no.
Yeah.
Hasn't happened yet.
Ooh, Tracy said she's putting the finishing touches on her Japanese garden cross stitch. Oh, I bet that's beautiful.
Ooh.
That's the other thing I like to do. I do like to cross stitch. I'm trying to find things that I can do when I'm, not that I have a lot of downtime, but like if I'm sitting on an airplane or like a passenger in a car that I can do. So that's why I thought I'd try to do cross stitch again.
I actually, in both of those situations, I would be sleeping.
Some people could sleep anywhere. Other
oh my goodness.
Can't.
That's the one thing that Steph and I are almost complete opposite on, because she'll go to bed and then like she's up at like the crack, right? She has to wake my butt up even after like alarms. She's like, your alarm went off 3 hours ago.
Right.
It's not quite that bad. but I could sleep anytime, anywhere, standing in the corner with my leg up on my head.
Yeah. Kathleen Cook said definitely need to select locations to allow us to bring in adult beverages.
So far, every place that we have booked allows you to bring in adult beverages. The only places we're going to have an issue is if the place is like a resort kind of area where they have their own bar. That would be, you would be able to purchase them, you just can't bring your own in, so it would be more pricey.
Yeah.
But so far every place has been BYOB, and just be responsible, because we do have sharp objects. Rotary cutters. I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna throw that out there.
Yeah, because somebody in our group cut the tip of their finger off.
Just one person. So far, just one.
Luckily it was me.
Yeah, it was her.
Not somebody
that's trying to make sure that nobody saw the chunk of meat on the
yeah.
It's not funny, guys, but it's funny after.
It's funny now. It wasn't funny at the time, but it's
it wasn't funny at the time, but you gotta laugh at some point. It's just because I didn't cut like a chunk off, but I had made like just a little cut like into, so like basically just a piece of the skin. I don't want to get too graphic here, but so mine was just, it was a little different, like nothing came off, but like seriously 1 week to almost the day before she did hers, so it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Colleen says, so I'm uninvited. That was subtle. What do you mean?
Wait, what?
Which
You're
part?
invited.
I don't know what I said, but she's hilarious, so I'm sure I said something and she's got some twisted thing on it. I want to know now.
Oh, Colleen, you would be a hoot at retreats. So
oh, I know, right?
Yeah.
Nita wants to know if we have protective gloves.
Nope.
I have some, but I kind of refuse to wear them. It's sort of like trying to wear shoes when you're sewing. And there's another example I could give, but I'm not gonna, because this is a PG channel.
Yeah.
Yes. So wait, I keep looking for Colleen. telling me why she can't come. What did I say that says she's uninvited?
I don't know.
It
Oh,
doesn't have
Shelly
to do
said
with
the PA Shelly Moyer said the PA retreat's only 2.5 hours from her. Yay.
what? All right.
So it's just like I've never, and I don't mean to be graphic, but I've never cut my finger like that ever before. And
Me neither. It's
a different, when you're out of your normal space, you're in a different thing than you're used to. Tools are in different spots. I was doing just fine. I was trimming a block and someone came over and was like, hey, if you use this ruler, it might be easier. Well, it wasn't a ruler I was used to. It wasn't my ruler. It was a very narrow, skinny ruler. So I tried it, and that's unfortunately when it happened, but it is what it is. It's fine. I'm fine. It's not going to stop me from doing all my things. And my finger just went on a little diet. But
Pauline said she's not trusted with sharp objects.
But it taught me a lesson, actually, that I just need to, if somebody suggests something like that and I'm not comfortable, I just need to say, okay, thank you, I appreciate that, and just kind of go back to the way I do it. So yeah, I mean, and it's nothing wrong.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's okay. Yeah, you can do that, and it's okay.
Yep.
You know. Yeah.
So, but it's fine. I'm all good. But yeah.
Yeah.
And I hadn't had wine yet because it was first thing in the morning. So
that's right. That's right. I don't want anyone to think she did it because she was drunk. I don't think she got drunk the whole time.
No,
not this time. We're going to wait until we're about 4 or 5 retreats in.
Yeah. Then I might need to be. We had a blast. Though. Really, every single person that came, there wasn't one person I don't think that didn't have a good time. Everybody got along. All the ladies were just so lovely, and I was so happy to meet everybody and just had the best time. So
I would love to see all of you ladies again.
Yes,
every single one.
Definitely.
We had it. Not there wasn't a single person that I could say I would not want them to come back. Not at all. We had such a good time.
Yeah, we had a great time.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
So actually we have 3 retreats planned because we have Washington, PA, and we're going back to the same location next spring, but we're not opening that up until May for anybody that hasn't already attended a retreat. So,
right.
Yep.
Since that's our inaugural, and I'm just going to attach myself to that one now, even though that was really thrown by Stephanie. I'm just going to attach myself. And since that's the inaugural retreat, the ladies who attended that first one will always get first dibs on that particular repeat retreat. Because I hope every single, not that I want to exclude anybody, but I would love if those ladies could always come back, because oh my goodness, like so amazing. Even though we were like quote unquote working, it was amazing. It was amazing. Yeah.
Janet said, I find the Martelli cutters a lot safer. Well, one of our good friends that was at the retreat, actually not at the retreat, months and months ago, actually cut off half of her finger with the Martelli cutter. So I don't think it's any safer. It is bad. So
we got to see pictures of like her finger. It was like,
yeah. So I think it's just, I think
it can happen to anybody. I mean,
you can happen to anybody.
I always said I'm never going to do that.
Yeah. So she's a very, very experienced sewer and quilter, and it happened to her. So I just think, it's whatever. You take your 1 second of concentration off when you're rotary cutting, and that can happen. So, yeah. Sherry said, we were amazing.
I did see that.
You were. Sherry's such a sweetheart. If any of you ever get to meet her in person. Patty is claiming Colleen for her own.
Awesome.
What did Terry say? She said, no gators here. Where are you, Terry? I didn't see where she said she's at.
I don't know, but that must be Florida, right?
Oh, New York. She said, come to New York. She said, no gators here. Yep.
Oh, I see what she's saying. Okay. I got it out of context. I got it now. I thought they were talking
I saw
about
the
like
No
the
Gators
football
here at
team or
first, and I was
something.
like, wait, what? And then I saw that she was New York. Yeah.
Yep.
And you are laughing and talking. That can distract you too. Yes, Kate, very easily.
Yes.
So. Yep. All right. So do you have anything else you want to talk about today?
I just want to remind everybody that if you are interested in piecing it real, I am still letting you get the first month at half off. So you just go to the website, which I know Steph has put in the description box, and the code to get half off is first half off. And you get 50% off your first month. So come and join us, learn how to paper piece. If you already know how to paper piece, let me tell you, you're still going to have a great time. We've got lots of stuff going on. And all levels are invited to come in and participate with us. In fact, we're having our very first, or not our very, well, it is our very first for April on Monday. And so we're doing a block of the month. We are up to April, and that is our first meeting about the April box. April, oh my goodness, block. And so we sew together.
So she's doing a block of the month. It began in January, is what she's trying to say. And Monday is, she does a Zoom twice a month. So part of the membership fee is you get to Zoom with her and all of the rest of us that are in Piecing It Real twice a month, if you choose to. You get all kinds of free patterns. And right now, she started a block of the month this year, and it's amazing.
Yeah,
so
it's simple but fun.
Yeah, she just released the April pattern, and I haven't even finished March yet, so I guess I better get going.
So don't worry. There's no pressure that you have to finish. But at the end of the year, I will be putting together some sample quilt ideas for you to put all your blocks anywhere that you want to put them, or you could do it on your own. But I will be there to guide you, so you don't have to worry if you'd rather somebody just tell you what to do, which a lot of times that's all I want to. So you'll get that as well. But the blocks are easy enough that even if you started now, you could easily catch up from January, because I kept it pretty simple, but still like fun and interesting to look at when you put it together in a quilt. So we're having a great time.
Yeah, it's great. I love these blocks. They're gorgeous. So,
yep. And that's all I got. Other than come and check out our retreats.
Yay! We're so excited. Like, we've been flying on cloud 9, and I feel like we need to pin ourselves down to the ground up here right now. I know. So we hope to see you all there. Like I said, there's only a couple spots left for Washington. So if you're interested in Washington, go ahead and get signed up. If you're interested in either location and you would like to hear about a payment plan, please email me at stephanies.stitches@yahoo.com. I can give you a payment plan. PA, we have a couple more spots left in Washington, but that's filling up as well. So don't hesitate, and we hope to see you then. So
yes, and we're going to be adding more stuff, so please keep in touch. Sign up for the newsletters. That's how you're going to find out before anybody else. So yep.
All right, guys, that's all we got. So we're going to say goodbye. I haven't really spent a whole lot of time with my family this week, so I'm going to go spend some time with them, and then tomorrow get back to work. So we'll see you Monday at Piecing It Real if you're a Piecing It Real member, and then Wednesday on Yvette's channel for her typical Wednesday Night Live. Then I'll see you guys next Saturday on Saturdays with Steph. I will be doing just a UFO sew along, and if Yvette can join me, of course she'll be there. My sew along, my Pride quilt starts in a couple weeks. I think I have one kit left. So if you're interested, it's red, white, and blue to get you ready for all the summer patriotic holidays. Go ahead and you can grab that kit. There's, like I said, one left. The patterns will be free, so you can sew from your stash again, and they'll be on my website. I will have the fabric requirements and the cutting instructions up later this week. and I'll remind you guys next Saturday. And then the following week, which I think is the 23rd. I've got all these dates going in my head, but whatever that 20 something date is of April, Saturday, is when we're going to be sewing with Sean from the Guy Who Sews to make a charity quilt for Snuggled in Hope. So I hope you'll join us for that too. And I'll give you guys all the information again that day to where you send it and the size requirements and things like that if you're interested. I know I'm usually live at 5, but that day we will probably start a little bit early in hopes that we can get a quilt top finished. And if you remember, for Snuggled in Hope, you don't have to finish the whole quilt. You don't have to have it quilted. They take just tops. They have long arm quilters like me who just do the quilting for them. And so you don't even have to send backing or anything. You could just send your top. And they are so happy to have that. Their need is, they always need any kind of quilt tops, that certain size that they're looking for. They are especially are in need of boyish quilt tops this year. So they've got a lot of ones for girls because there's a lot more feminine fabric out there. But if you've got any, boy fabric out there, or even solids that looks more boyish, the colors, that would be great. So I hope you join us for that. And I think that's all I've got. So have a good night. Have a good week, the rest of your weekend. And thank you guys so much for coming by. And I feel like it's been a while because I didn't have Saturdays with Steph last week. And
I know
we kind of did a drive-by on Wednesday night real quick with Yvette. So we haven't talked to you all. So it was good to talk to you all. And thank you so much, Yvette, for coming along on this venture with me. And
thank you for letting me. I think I almost like thought I was gonna have to like twist your arm, but she was like, no, yes, I want to do it. I was afraid to ask. I was like, well, it's kind of her thing. I don't know.
No, that's okay. Yeah, it's going to be great. And we're so excited, like she said, to come out and meet all of you. So hope to see a lot of you there. And that's all I got. Thanks, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Okay, I think we're good.